My name is Michaela. I grew up in Los Lunas and I work as a teacher for Pando Little School, which is a preschool based in Albuquerque. Right now, I come into the classroom every morning and I'm in charge of, I work with a co-teacher and together we set up curriculum and work with a small group of students. And I work for children with children between ages 3 and 5. We set up intentional experiences with them to help scaffold their success and their future, set them up for like skill building and their future success. I don't know, in the wider world, introduce them to new experiences. We adventure a lot. We learn together and explore. Maybe the most classic example, I guess, is maybe any outside time. So a lot of times people see time outside, like which is typically thought of as recess time, as being time where children are just playing. But play is their work. So while they're doing that, they're negotiating, social dynamics and power structures within the classroom, turn taking, resource sharing. They're doing a lot of gross motor things, learning how their bodies work, how to negotiate the space and their bodies within that space. They're learning about how the natural world functions, how plants grow, the way animals move. The environment is their teacher, both within the classroom and outside of the classroom. And they're at this one of the things that's so magical about this age is they're at a space where everything is sort of new and novel, and every experience you have is an opportunity for them to be growing and learning. And one of the ways in which we scaffold development of children is to encourage, pro-social behavior and encourage their own explorations of rules without I guess, without working through punishments or timeouts and things like that. So the way that we do that is by redirecting the behavior to behaviors that are more beneficial to the global community within our classroom. So I'm the oldest of 9 kids, and so I think that's pretty much all I've ever done is watch after people that are smaller than me. So I think that this is becoming a teacher is something that I have always wanted to do. But when my son became preschool age, that's when I decided that I wanted to get into preschool as well. So I've always worked with children. And I have a bachelor's degree in educational studies, and so my pathway actually was first I worked in after school programs with school aged children, and then I hopped on over here to work in preschool. And I went to C&M and got the 45-hour certification course as well to be specialized in teaching here. It was tougher than I thought. I think that in high school, I was really prepared. I got good grades. I studied hard and I worked hard, but my classes were small. And when I got to college, I struggled with large class sizes, and I struggled to. I feel like showing up was enough in high school to be able to understand the things that were going on. And when I got to college, I had a hard time preparing myself with the study skills that I needed to be able to be successful in college. So I struggled for a little bit, but the thing that really helped me was finding good educators in college and also a career pathway that I was ultimately really excited about. So one of the things I like in working in early childhood education is that you don't need to have finished your degree to get started. You can get started and see if that's where your passion lies, and then continue to create a curriculum or follow a curriculum that supports a career in early childhood education. In high school, my job, I worked at an ice cream shop. My job was working in an ice cream shop. That was the first thing I did. And it was Cold Stone. And in that the structure of that company, whenever you get a tip, you kind of have to you sing for it. You show up with enthusiasm. It's part of like the customer service is that you show up ready to entertain. I think that speaks a lot to what I do as a preschool teacher. It's the same sort of it's customer service to smaller customers. So in high school, I was part of lots of different clubs. I was pretty gregarious. I was the president of a few different organizations and things like that. And it was because I really liked connecting with people, and I really liked, that feeling that you have with a large group of friends or in large organizations, and that sort of feels that collaboration and that like customer service experience that I had throughout high school and enthusiasm really helped me now in my work. So I would say try lots of things. While you have the time, don't be in a hurry to make a decision that's going to lock you into what you'll do forever. I say try lots of things and find what fits. Find what fits for you. And even if it's not what you thought it was going to be, try something out off the wall while you can.